Well, good afternoon. This is Mary Borella Cordova with Remax Revolution, and thank you for coming back to our Home Sellers 101. Today, Mike and I are going to be talking about appraisals. Mike?
That's right. Last week we finished up with the spectrum resolution, and our next phase in the process is the appraisal. So what is an appraisal, Mary?
Well, an appraisal is when a professional comes out, looks at the property, they analyze from current data of homes that are under contract or have sold in the neighborhood, and they put a value to the property. Of course, it's more detailed than that, and we'll get to that.
Right.
When does the appraisal happen, Mike?
Typically, the lender will want to order it right away.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of times, the buyer's agent will want to wait until after the inspection so that they know that the property or that the deal is going forward, that there is an inspection issue that would prevent the buyer from continuing to continue with the deal. So you're right. The lenders or the appraiser is going to look at recent solds in the neighborhood. He's going to look for comparable properties.
A lot of people, when I meet them, and then I'm giving them a value in general before I meet them for a listing appointment, they go, well, there was a house down the street that sold for $485,000, and I go, great, yes, here it is. I have already looked at it. That house was 2 stories, yours is a 1 story. That house had 5 bedrooms, yours has 3 bedrooms. So it's not really a good comparable. An appraiser is going to look at like-kind properties. So if I'm selling a ranch-style house and it's on the market, the appraiser is going to pull other similar properties, which means other ranch-style houses.
Right. He's also going to make adjustments because even within ranch-style houses, there could be differences.
Absolutely.
Sometimes a ranch-style house might have 3 bedrooms. Another ranch-style house might have 4. Sometimes a ranch-style house might have a 2-car garage. Other ones might have a 1-car garage. So he's going to make adjustments on that appraisal to make the values comparable. So the appraisal is paid for by the buyer. It's required by the lender. And as listing agents, if we think that there's a problem with our property, if there might be a question on the value, typically we're going to meet the appraiser at the property with our own comps to try and steer him to the value that we want him to hit.
It's really important that appraisers work for appraisal management companies, and these companies are owned by a person or a group of people, and then they hire appraisers from all over Colorado. And sometimes when the appraisal request goes into this batch or this pool, the appraiser that pulls it might be living in Winter Park, and he gets an appraisal for Littleton, Colorado. And many times that can influence an appraisal in a negative way because the appraiser doesn't really know the nuances of that neighborhood, which might give it more value. So there is a lot of challenges with us as listing agents when an appraiser comes out to a property. And sometimes that's just a very positive kind of proactive way to get there, meet the appraiser, hand them some information about the neighborhood and about some other houses that have sold, and to put a positive spin on it so they get as much data and information as possible. In the end, they make the decision, not us. So all we can do is meet them and be positive.
So in our next video, we're going to talk about what happens if the appraisal value comes in at low.
Oh no.
Because that can be a big problem.
Yeah, absolutely it can be. And because we have experience, we know what to do when that happens. And there's always a solution to a problem, so we can work on it. But you got to have someone that knows what they're doing and has ideas and has options and is creative. So thank you very much for attending our Home Sellers 101 appraisals. We're going to be talking a little more in depth in our next one. Please make sure you click like, subscribe, and the bell notification. The cool thing is you'll be able to see all of our videos, and you can share them with other people that might have questions or interests about real estate. Again, I'm Mary Borella Cordova.
And I'm Mike Cordova.
Thank you so much. Have a wonderful day and be well.